What is up, guys? How's it going on this lovely Saturday afternoon? Thank you for tuning in to the stream today. I hope you are doing well, and I honestly hope you're flipping as well. Are you flipping today? Are you making some money today? Let me know in the live chat. We're gonna get after it today. Another flipping session after yesterday's incredible session. Literally right after the end of the stream yesterday, I think it was the ancestral hats ended up selling off, and immediately we were at like the 9 mil mark, which is just absolutely nuts. So I'm hoping the markets here today are just as good, although I do expect they probably are going to be a little bit less good than they were yesterday if I had to take a guess at it. A couple more trades happening since it is the weekend, probably a little bit more competition today, so we're going to see how we handle that. But thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to drop a like if you do enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get some items listed. Now, we did have a couple people in here. We have Jordan Savage. He was the first in here today. Welcome, Jordan. We have Sunled as well, and MDM all over on YouTube. Welcome, everybody, in the live chat today. Now, we're going to do the Dragon Claws first today, right off the bat. And the reason I actually want to do the Dragon Claws first is because they were such a good margin item yesterday that if we can capitalize on them again today, then I want to clear that and get that out of the way immediately. We have Mage Mize over on YouTube. We have Baby Bear RS over on Twitch. He says, hey, good to see you, Baby Bear RS, and you, Mage Mize. Been a couple days since I've seen you, Mage Mize, so thank you for stopping in here today. And we're going to get a couple things listed here. Next item we're going to do is the crossbow. Now, crossbow is we'll be honest, okay? This year, the crossbow has been such a funky item. And recently, I think it's finally settled at a stable price here. Currently trading at about 7.7 mil each. We're going to get a couple of those listed here. Try to flip a few of them, make a little bit of money off of it. The dragon crossbow. The crossbow was one of my go-to flips back in the day. Actually, the crossbows used to be so expensive that I actually have an old screenshot of me making 10.2 mil off a limit of crossbows, which is quite crazy if you really think about that, considering the price of them right now, right? So, anyway. Mage Mize over on YouTube says, it is good to be here. Been a hecka of a week in real life. Well, at least you're here relaxing now on this lovely weekend. Hopefully you've got some flips going today as well, Mage Mize. Try to make some bank here today. Markets have been extremely good these past couple of days. So if you are not flipping, then I highly recommend you go ahead and try to do a little bit of flipping at the least, because margins have just been incredible. Now we're going to go ahead and do the Bandos Tacits. We didn't really have any luck on these last stream as far as I remember, but today we might have a little bit of luck on them. The margin is quite small. We're only getting about 20k for every pair of Bandos Tacits that we do flip. It's going to make us about 100k if we do flip the limit of those, including the margin check cost, right? So we'll go ahead and do Amulet of Torture next. Kind of a similar strategy of what I was doing yesterday, trying to list a lot of those higher end PVM items that people are not really higher end, but those best in slot, I would say, PVM items that people use quite frequently. I'd like to flip these before I do some of my higher margin items during my flipping session, because these PVM items are just a little bit more consistent. They bring you a lot more consistent gold, and you might as well just get them out of the way, considering that this past week or so we've been clearing like 300, 400k on some of these items, which is more than you can ask with some of this stuff. Ace in the Crowd over on Twitch, he says, what's up, dude? Good to see you, Ace in the Crowd. Thank you for tuning in today, and thanks for checking out the Twitch stream. We also have a YouTube stream if that is more your speed, but considering you found it on Twitch, I do assume that is maybe your preferred platform, right? Big Crit YouTube says, my hero, please tell me if the Granite Hammer is up. I don't know anything about the current price of the Granite Hammer. Haven't really looked at it since I did the investment video on it. Let's go ahead and get the Armadillo Crossbows next as well. Then I think we're going to list maybe we'll do the Imbued Heart and the Abyssal Bludgeon, as long as we have enough gold to do so. Doing all of our margin checks right off the bat here, so we are going a little bit into the negative, but don't worry, that is very typical here on these live streams. If you've seen more than one stream, then you know right in the beginning we do go into the negative quite a fair bit. But no worries, we're going to make that up in no time. Honestly, if we flip the Dragon Claws, then we're going to make up for all the margin checks right off the bat. So that would honestly be the best situation. Wow, really big margin on those as well. Let me go ahead and list a few of these. Should be about good right there. We're going to try to get in and out of that as quickly as we can, although the imbued hearts are typically not a very quick flip. Ace in the crowd says, yes, I usually stick to Twitch for the streams. I feel like Twitch is a good I think Twitch is a better viewing experience for a viewer. Like, as far as the live stream goes, I just feel like the chat seems really engaged over on Twitch. They really flesh that out, and it feels like really community driven over there. That being said, I like the look of the YouTube chat more. And you know what? I'm a little biased, okay? I like YouTube a bit more, just considering that's where a lot of my content lives outside of the live stream, so maybe I've got a little bit of a bias there. We've got some pretty good margins today. I wasn't expecting things to be as good as yesterday, but as of right now, everything we've checked looks just about equal to what we did yesterday. So we don't have the alt account flipping today either. I'm too lazy. I don't want to do the alt today, so we're just going to flip on the main account and see how much money we can make on just one account alone. I do expect at this rate, maybe we will be close to what we did yesterday. Although yesterday we did get pretty lucky on a couple flips. I don't think we're going to get as lucky on the Dragon Claws today as we did in yesterday's stream, but who knows. Matthew.c says, dope tips and information. I'm so glad you're enjoying it, man. Be sure to ask any questions you might have as well. These streams are to help you guys out, so if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping, please let me know. Flipping is such a passion of mine here in old school RuneScape. It's like my favorite thing to do, which I know sounds kind of weird, but I just like it. I don't know why. Shotguns today, says Matthew. Maybe we'll do one shotgun, okay? How's that sound? We have Benny popping in. He says, what's up, you sexy man? I said that with like a lot of confidence. Good to see you, Benny, man. Thank you for tuning in today, dude. We have Fenris. He says, what's up? Good to see you, Fenris. Thank you for stopping by, man. Zeviak in here as well. Zebiak, good to see you, man. He says, I invested loads of money on blue party hats and at the start of Christmas, and now I earned 4,000 gold per one hat, made loads of gold. I'm actually surprised because I thought with the Christmas event that came out, that party hats would actually decrease in price as you get 2 free party hats, I believe, from the Christmas event. But hey, you made some bank on it, so hey, I mean, as long as you make money, then you make money, right? Good to see you, Zebiak. Thanks for tuning in, man. We have Max Hankay over on YouTube. He says, what is up? Is GE Tracker worth it in your eyes? Well, personally, I think GE Tracker is worth it. That being said, I am a partner with GE Tracker, so I, might be a little bit biased when it comes to that, but we do have our own link in the description that if you sign up with it, then I actually do get a cut of the revenue from the sign up. So I am a little bit biased towards GE Tracker, but I do think it is still the #1 primary platform for flipping information. And people think that Platinum Tokens is good as well, but let me tell you why GE Tracker, in my opinion, is the best platform. First of all, it's only $2 a month for the premium features, which is pretty cheap. On top of that as well, GE Tracker, the graphs maybe don't look as good, but GE Tracker is also good at catching all of the low balls that go in, right? So if someone lists, or like if an item crashes, GE Tracker picks up that information. I'll continue this rant in a minute, okay? Jay Hefner with the $5, thank you so much, man. That's really not needed, but thank you so much. Let me read what he said here. He says, early stream today. Glad I'm able to make it after all. If you're doing shotguns, first beer is on me. Jay Hefner, thank you so much, man. Seriously, that means a lot, so thank you. We'll do one shotgun today for you guys, okay? But give me a little bit of time before we get into that, but I will do one for you. We have Hornet as well over on YouTube. He says, hey man, what's good? I found your channel and your Discord yesterday, and I'm loving the content so far. Hornet, I'm so glad you're enjoying it, man. And I'm glad you like the Discord as well, because as I try to get as many people in that Discord group as I can, because I really think that Discord group has a lot of value, and it is completely free. So definitely go ahead and join that. If you're trying to get better at flipping, whether you're a beginner flipper or an experienced flipper, I guarantee someone in that Discord can help you with, a couple strategies or teach you how to make a little bit more money or give you some new items to flip, anything. Anyway, back to GE Tracker. I like GE Tracker. I think it's the best platform, not only because of the graphs and its ability to catch price crashes, but on top of that as well, you get access to daily graphs, which is really great. Also, item lists. You can make your own item lists in there. It's got its own profit tracker in there. They also have calculators. So like, for example, they have like a decanting potion calculator. They have an armor set maker calculator, I believe, like a alching calculator, a tan hides calculator. Those things are very, very valuable. I think people really overlook those parts of GE Tracker as a platform overall. Personally, I think GE Tracker is worth it. I am partnered with them. I will be transparent, but I do think that they are the best flipping platform, because when you look at, like, people like platinum tokens, but only for the graphs. Platinum tokens averages their buy and sells, so you don't catch those like really sharp dips in price as much as you would on GE Tracker, which does not do averaging. Anyway, just my 2 cents on that. Hopefully that did help you out. And anyway. Baby Bear RS over on Twitch says it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Exactly, man. Jay Hefner, so yeah, Jay, it's a little bit of an earlier stream today. Typically, we stream a little bit earlier on Saturdays by about 6 hours or so than my weekday streams, right? You know, I love streaming during the week. I wish I could stream, you know, this time during the week, but I can't because of work, obviously. Kind of makes sense, right? Sadra Kara over on YouTube says, I earned 75k each on the toxic blowpipe yesterday. It was such a great feeling. We're going to give those toxic blowpipes a rip today, as well as they have been recovering in price. I'm actually very curious what the Zulrah items and the Zulrah scales are doing this weekend as far as price goes. I assume they're probably going to keep increasing, if I had to guess. I think investors are really piling into those Zulrah scales now. I think they're seeing that this price gain is realized and people are starting to pick up more. Again, could be wrong, but just from a quick glance, that is what it looks like. Thomas popping in, he says, finally able to catch your stream again. Yeah, good to see you, Thomas. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hornet says, I've just been getting back into old school RuneScape after a year, so I've just been chilling, alching with my 4 mil cash stack, trying to build it up. Hornet, this is the place for you, man. While you're alching, you can also learn how to do some flips, and once you're good at flipping, you'll be able to make a lot more GP per hour, man. 330k profit on Toxics right now. I need to clear up another slot. I want to get on those Toxic blowpipes. We have to keep a close eye on everything here. It looks like everything is buying, which is a good sign for us. Although Dragon Claw is taking a little bit longer than I thought. We'll probably let those sit until about 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to make an adjustment on them. We're going to move the Abyssal Bludgeons around a little bit, though, because we haven't had any luck on those yet. We're going to get a few less on those as well. Anyway, guys, welcome to the stream on this lovely Saturday afternoon. I would say my second favorite day to stream, because the Friday streams, I don't know, they're just really hyped for some reason. But thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to drop a like if you're enjoying the stream over on YouTube. If you're over on Twitch, consider following the stream. We'd love to have you join our flipping team here. And we're just going to try to make some money today. Currently down about 751k in the session so far. But don't worry, we're going to turn that around in absolutely no time. It's very, very typical of the start of our flipping sessions. The reason we're down money is because we have to margin check items, which obviously costs a little bit of money. And we're going to make it up in no time, guys. Don't you worry. Zeviak over on YouTube says, so I'm just curious, do you make money from old school RuneScape gold? With my old school RuneScape gold, I make more old school RuneScape gold. I never real world trade my money, I promise, fingers crossed, like guaranteed. I have never done it. I don't really want to get banned. I just want to see how big I can build my cash tag up to in old school RuneScape and make content for you guys during my journey. So I assume that one day on this channel, we will get to about 10 billion. And then, you know, a further goal down the line is about 50 bill and then 100 bill eventually as well. So those are just goals. I like to kind of just teach you guys how to flip and how to, you know, make money in RuneScape is really my only goal. I don't really care about real world money. This is just a hobby. We have Hornet as well saying over on YouTube, I'm thinking of learning how to kill Zulrah. Looks like a really profitable boss right now. You know, it's not extremely profitable right now, Hornet. because it has been beaten down by the bots a good amount, but as these prices continue to rise, it will become a better boss to learn how to do, definitely. Baby Bear RS says, how long do you think it will take you to hit 10 billion? Let me guess. Probably, if I'm as consistent as I am now, probably by 2022, sometime in 2022, we'll probably hit 10 bill if I had to guess. Sitting back on the exchange right now, waiting for some items to come through. A little bit of price action right now. Some stagnant items here, though. We're going to sell these Dragon Claws really quick. And we have Thomas asking over on YouTube, have you invested in bought items? No, I don't feel like, in my opinion, investing in bought items is not really a play that I like doing. And I actually talked about this in my, what was it? Old School RuneScape coming to Steam, like investing kind of guide or recommendation that I put out. I don't like investing in bought items. And the reason that is because botting is so inconsistent. Because botters can, one, they can move their bot farm to a different farm at any point, and you won't really know about it. Or two, Jagex could ban the bots, and that would start, you know, or they couldn't ban the bots, or they never ban the bots, right? Like, keep in mind, red spider eggs, as far as I know, the bots have been banned. Price is still, like, it did go on a little bit of a price run because of some hype, and then it went right back down, right? So, you know, I don't like investing in botted items because first of all, you never know when the bots are going to get banned, and second of all, there's no guarantee that price is going to come back up. Guaranteed. So you have to like play it safely. Very safely. Taylor Concanon over on YouTube says, I'm back again. Good to see you, Taylor. Thank you for tuning in today. We also have Alharith as well. He says, hello, Mr. Noob. Why you gotta degrade me like that, man? But it's probably a worthwhile criticism if I had to say so myself. I don't even use mouse keys, so feels bad, man. Zeviak says, so what should I invest in with 10k to 100k? You shouldn't really invest in anything with that amount of gold, and you shouldn't really be flipping with that amount of gold, in my opinion. You should try to find a moneymaker in game that's going to make you more profit per hour than you can with Mage Mize coming in with a grape emoji. I see that, okay? I see that, okay? I'm just not going to acknowledge it. Yeah, you shouldn't really be investing with 100k because it's just not really enough to get any significant return off of it. You could be holding the item for too long, and you can't use your gold on anything else in game. So try to find a moneymaker that's going to make you a little bit more profit per hour. Try to build up that cash deck a little bit until you have about 10 mil or so, and then you can try to learn how to flip and make a lot more money on the markets. Thomas says, I've invested in some herb seeds. Probably a good investment, but it could be a while before those go back up in price. A lot of comments today. Welcome, everybody. We're just going to go through them today. A very active chat today, so thank you, guys. And I like talking about botting. I like talking about, you know, old school RuneScape coming to Steam, investments, you know, flipping strategies, whatever you guys want. If you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything flipping related, please let me know. I'd love to get your questions answered. That's why we have these live streams, or to answer your guys' questions. So be sure to ask them if you do have them. Also, you can join us on Discord with the link in the description below. We'd love to have you in there as well. And yeah, thank you for tuning in today, guys. Hope you enjoy the stream, and let's keep going. And Alharith wants a trade. We also have Fenris over on YouTube. He says, the issue as well is how streamlined their process is in setting up a new farm. The ability to, they have to create multiple new accounts and create a new virtual private server is likely very practiced now as well. Thank you, Alharith, for the 13,000 vials of water, by the way. I do appreciate that, man. We've got the water right here. I think you're right, Fenris. It's so easy for these botters to be dynamic. I mean, you have to keep in mind that the bots that are actually doing significant damage to the game are bot farms. Exactly what you're talking about, Fenris. Like, people who are doing these large-scale operations who are clearly botting to actually make money in the real world and actually sell their gold for actual dollars, right? So those are really the only bots that are doing significant damage to the game, and the only bots that I think Jagex should really focus on here in the short-term future. It is a little bit dangerous that there are people botting at this level, but I think Jagex is starting to get a little bit better at handling them, so it's not a bad sign. Although it takes them a long time to find some of these farms. Like, in my opinion, finding that Zulrah farm should have been easy. That should have been eliminated a long time ago. I mean, the fact that they're not checking bosses like that very frequently for bots is a little bit concerning. JWYMC2 says, was there a bot purge recently? I think there was a couple bots banned, but I don't know if I would call it a purge. I know Jagex did take some action on some of the Zulrah bots, and if they haven't taken action yet, which I believe they already did, but if they haven't yet, then they're aware of it, and they likely will take action here in the short-term future. Good to see you guys today. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to get a beer in a minute here. Should we shotgun it or should we just drink it normally? Because I'm not going to lie, a shotgun feels kind of tough right now. Did you see my hard clue that I posted in #achievements in the Discord group? I did not see it, Alharith. Now, we're only down 85k right now. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and give the Ancestral top a check here. We're going to see if we can get a good margin going on that. I don't think we actually did flip the Ancestral tops on yesterday's stream, so we'll see if we can get any good money off of it today. Pretty good margin on those. A little bit over 100k. We'll try to flip 3 of those here in the meantime. It's kind of early for the shotguns, but just send it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the enthusiasm behind that one. Justin Wells over on YouTube, Ravers G over on Twitch says send it. Okay, we'll get into that in a minute. Justin Wells saying, hey, I wonder if there are any flipping bots. There definitely are flipping bots. I have seen them. If you actually sit at the Grand Exchange for long enough outside of the window, you will see flipping bots log in. It's pretty obvious. And I actually have someone in my Discord group, one of my admins, who's actually been documenting some of that for me and sending it my way. And it's quite interesting to see what's going on as far as flipping bots go. Yes, they definitely exist. Are they a significant issue? I can't really tell, honestly. It's very hard for me to tell. From what I've noticed, not really, but they very well could be. I think they have a bigger effect on high volume stuff than anything. If I had to take a guess. Because think about it, you could run like, you know, sorry, let me just list this item here. You could run like 20 accounts just flipping a margin very consistently and be able to control that margin fairly easily. Fenris also says over on YouTube, it's likely that they also are using custom scripts too, which would likely make the detection a lot harder since they don't have data collection on the scripts for them to be detected. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit yesterday as well, Fenris. We were kind of saying like, hey, well, these huge bot farms, like these people are smart, right? They're trying to make a living off botting in a video game, right? So they're constantly writing new scripts. I'm sure of it. If I had to guess, they're probably working in teams. There's probably more than one script writer, or they're running one script at a time and there's multiple people working on it. So these people are advanced, right? They're not people though that you should mess with, definitely. You know, I don't know how many bot accounts they're running, but I'm sure some of them are running 400 to 500 accounts if I had to guess. We'll do the Armadillo chestplate here. Get a couple easy flips in here, listed on the exchange. Let them sell back. Still down 206k today, but we do see some pretty good margins here today. I'm just hoping that all the margins we do check, we will be able to hit. Otherwise, it's not going to be a great day for us, right? So looks like markets are similar to how they were yesterday, so we should be able to make a good amount of money here today. Let's go ahead and list these back. And we'll let those sit here for a minute. Brandon Nichols over on YouTube says, I watched the VOD of your stream last night and immediately made a lot on the Antidote++. Awesome, man. He says, thanks for that. Really balanced out the massive loss from misclicking the DINs. Well, Brandon, I'm glad you capitalized on those Antidote++. And let me ask, how much did you make on those? I'd be very interested to actually know. We have Tactful Ranger as well over on Twitch. He says, yay, finally able to catch the live stream. Welcome, 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 Tactful Ranger. Thank you for tuning in, man. And we're finally in the green as far as profit goes. Good to see. Oh yeah, we need to do Furies, and we need to do the Toxic Blowpipes. I forgot about those. Thank you, Baby Bear, for reminding me about that as well. Two of my favorite items, honestly. Furies, really good for smaller cash stacks. Furies, 25, 30 mil. Try flipping Furies. Super simple gear-related item to flip that you can do. What do you think would be a profitable boss to go to right now? I think Raids is the most profitable as far as you're doing it enough to hit the drop tables. If you were to do a boss on your own, I prefer Vorkath personally, but Zalra is also a good choice as well. Those are probably your two best, right? Besides Nightmare, maybe? But Nightmare is a little bit more, you kind of, I don't know, you need a team for Nightmare, right? I guess you don't need one, but it would be more effective if you had one. Or you could go to the free-for-all worlds, but good luck getting a drop there. Justin Wells saying, nice white party hat, by the way. It's green. I'm telling you, it's green. Oh, man. We're going to turn around and sell these ancestral robe tops. Don't worry, I know you guys want to see me do the beer. Okay, we're gonna do the beer. Just give me like 10 minutes and we'll do that. And we got a couple more bludgeons here. We're going to turn around and sell those. Doesn't look like the profits have been as good as they were yesterday. I mean, they're still really, really good, but I don't think we're going to have a session like we did yesterday. Also, I did have a question for you guys. How did you like the old school RuneScape coming to Steam investment video that I did end up making? Did you guys like that video? Do you agree with my analysis in that video? Do you think the items I mentioned in that video actually are going to go up in price? What I did in that video to try to get as accurate as an estimate as I could is I looked at data from the old school RuneScape mobile release, because obviously that brought in a couple new players, right? And I wanted to see the items and how they trended during that time period and kind of put it on to right now and where I think these items could move here in the short future. Hope you ate so the beer settles well. What kind of beer? Probably like Miller Lite or something. I have to take my roommate's beer, which I feel like I do that a lot, but don't worry, we'll buy him some more after. I liked it. I figured I'd have a go at it and put a little bit of capital into the items you suggested. Fenris, I hope you did your own analysis. I'm not trying to pump items in any way when I do these investment videos. I just like to take a look at these items. I like to take a look at the graphs and just kind of think like about the economics behind these things, right? What's going to increase in demand when this update comes out? I'm really not trying to, be manipulative in any kind of way. I'm just very passionate about old school RuneScape investing, flipping, money making. So definitely do your own analysis before you do decide to invest in the items I mentioned. But again, I do think that the items do look very favorable in the current situation, the current environment we're in. And since this is also a big thing that I think not a lot of people saw this, so here's like a little pro tip, okay? So if you didn't know, Jagex has had a few Twitch Prime events, right, that have brought a lot of bots into the game. Now, they said they were going to have 4 Prime events during the year. That being said, I thought that since we already had 2, I think, Prime membership events, and there was one that said, like, mystery event, and I was like, oh god, could it be another Prime event? Because if it is, that's really going to damage the economy. But it wasn't. It actually, the next Prime event that they were talking about is the old school RuneScape coming to Steam beta that they're running. I think it started already. If not, it's starting next week sometime. So that actually gives me confirmation that we might see a market recovery here, because there is no other Twitch Prime events on the horizon that will give membership. That could change any day, but as far as we know right now, there's no plans for Jagex to put in more Prime membership events at this point in time. So that's very, very good for the average player. It means the economy could be on an upward trend here in the short term. And on top of that as well, we do have Trailblazer Leagues coming to an end here very, very shortly, which is another great sign for economic recovery. So yeah, just, take a look at some other investments maybe. I'm not going to talk about any specific items besides the ones we did mention in the old school RuneScape coming to Steam video. But I think a lot of higher end PVM items are looking at a very, very positive gain here in the coming months. So definitely try to look at some cheap items, see what looks good, and maybe put a little bit of capital to the side as long as you can afford it to put into some investments. It will pay off very, very well. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you are enjoying the stream. Be sure to drop a like if you are. We're going to get into the beer here in a couple of minutes very shortly. But yeah, thank you for tuning in today on this lovely, lovely Saturday live stream on this lovely Saturday afternoon. Thank you, guys. We have Fenrir saying, if I lose gold, then it's my own fault for doing it. Okay, as long as you realize that, okay? Because I don't want to be the one responsible for, everyone coming back to me and saying I lost all my GP, okay? Because here's the thing I think a lot of people don't realize. When you make investments in old school RuneScape, it's not like the Miller lattes. Oh, man. Anyway, sorry, I just got distracted. It's not only like finding an item that's going to go up in the future. It's also about the time frame that you manage this item. This is half the battle, and it's overlooked every single time people make investments. Legitimately overlooked every single time. So when, for example, let me walk through it. So let's say granite hammers, right? They're going to go up 100k. Just as an example, I don't know if this is the case, but let's say they will. Well, when are they going to go up 100k? You don't know. When are you going to buy into the investment? You have to decide. How long are you going to hold it until it goes up 100k? You have to decide. If you are investing in an item too early and you're waiting too long for that item to go up in price, then you are missing out on a lot of gains that you could get from active flipping or putting your money in another item. So when you make an investment, you have to know, hey, okay, I'm buying on this date, and no matter what, this is the date I'm going to sell at, regardless of if it's a loss, regardless if it's a gain. Of course, you can sell before that if you so choose, but there has to be like a maximum end date that you do get rid of that item. Otherwise, you're going to bag hold that item for way too long. You're going to miss out on future gains that you could get off your cash stack, and it could be a really bad time for you. So just keep that in mind. Time frame is extremely important when it comes to investments. It's literally half the battle. So finding good opportunity is the first half. The second half is managing the investment properly, along with managing the risk as well. Sorry, that was you guys know I can rant forever on these things, so please keep me tame if I go a little bit too crazy. We did the Amulet of Torture and the Necklace of Anguish. Did I say Anguish? Anguish. The Tormented Bracelet, we're going to do that next. How long have we been waiting on that Grazi? 6 minutes? Keep a close eye on that one. Not a huge margin on the Tormented Bracelet, but we've got a few of those. We're going to buy those up really quick. Very nice. And we got all the Dragon Claws as well. Turn around and sell those. Really good sessions so far. I did see a comment. I do think I missed it. Let me go back and try to find it. Oh, Tactful Ranger over on Twitch, he says, dang, you already hit 1.3 mil profit. I just hit 1.6 mil in a 6.5 hour session right now. Tactful Ranger, you might be working with a lot less GP. This just goes to show you the power of working with, what do we have, 1.552 mil? Or 1.552 bill is the way to say that. Yes, we do have a lot of money. Jay Hefner says, that's also key advice for investing in real life, having a plan for both when to take a profit, but also when to take a loss. I can make a whole video on managing investments in old school RuneScape. Would you guys really want to see that? Because I don't really recommend investments for people who are just getting into flipping in old school RuneScape. It's better that you master active flipping first before you even attempt to do investments, in my opinion. Because active flipping really shows you the ins and outs of the market. It really shows you how items move day in and day out. And I think you can make a lot of money active flipping. I think people just think, oh, investing is the way to go because I don't have to do anything. I just have to buy the item and I wait. It's really not that simple. Actually, investing is the hardest thing to get right in old school RuneScape because if you're not making enough profit per day with the investment, then it's a failed investment. It really is. HC Bakeman over on YouTube says, hello and good evening from Finland. Shout out to Finland. Welcome to the stream, HC Bakeman. Also, I want to know, where are you guys tuning in from in the world today? I always like asking this question because we seem to have such an international community. So please let me know where you're watching the stream from. What country are you in? I would love to know. Netherlands. Awesome, man. Chopix over on YouTube as well. He says it's night here. Guys, I think it's about time we get into that beer here today. So while everyone says where they're from or where they're watching from in the live chat, we're going to go get that beer today and get that thing prepped for a nice little chug. From Portugal, Florida, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Very cool as well. And we also have another Netherlands viewer. We have so many people from the Netherlands, man. It's actually crazy. How many people, like, if you look at my YouTube stats, it's like Netherlands is not even like that big of a country. And if you look at it, it's like half the viewership on my channel is like Netherlands people. It's crazy. Shout out to you guys, man. Arkansas, that's cool too. Arkansas, I don't think we've ever had a viewer from Arkansas. Shout out to that. England is also my city. Benny, I knew you were from Belgium, Benny. Awesome, man. You what mate over on YouTube says, I trade real assets. Your skills would be useful in real life, bro. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. I think, you know, in real life, I try to take a very long-term investing standpoint. I'm not someone who's like, oh, let's buy and sell the stock today. I'm someone who looks at long-term value. What's gonna, what are companies doing now? And just speculating on which ones I think are going to be still doing good in the future based on track records and things like that. And I don't want to talk about real stocks or real companies too much, just because that's not really what the channel's about. But yeah, I'm someone who tries to see long-term value and stuff, and not just playing like the short-term horizons, because I think that's that's a little bit riskier than if you were to go long-term. But again, it's the same thing long-term in real life stocks, right? You want to pick the stocks that are going to go up more than other stocks. It's very important you pick those. You need to get stocks that are going to make you more money. It's the same exact concept in old school RuneScape. It's literally the same, how do you say it? Like wireframe, or like the same framework, that's the word. The same framework in old school RuneScape is used in real markets. It's the same stuff. Montreal, Quebec. I'm not very cultured, as you can see. Jay Hefner says, yeah, man, I already said this some streams ago. If you showed up on Wall Street with the green party hat, instantly hired. Hey, can we get a pog chant for Jay Hefner for saying green party hat? Okay, that's a big deal, okay? He believes. Now, we do have the Miller Lite right here. The thing is, like, I ate a big breakfast, man, and I guess we're going to take a stab at it here, but whew, it's feeling a little bit rough in the stomach today. Hopefully it doesn't come back up. That would be pretty unfortunate, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and do a couple more items before we get into that, though. The Ancestral Hats, I think, will do decent for us today, considering that the Ancestral Robe Top is doing pretty well for us, which I think we will put in another quantity on those, just because they're doing really good. Wow, really good margin on these as well. And we'll try to get some more of those Robe Tops in here. Very, very nice. We'll sit back and let those do their thing. And we'll prep this beer in the meantime. How's that sound? I think I've already showed you guys the trick on how to open these things, but I'm not going to show you again, actually. Give me a sec. Absolutely beautiful opening, by the way. No squirting, no nothing crazy. And then I pour a little bit of beer into my keyboard. Feels bad, man. Try to gape open the hole a little bit. That sounded so wrong. I did not mean for that to sound that way. We have Fenris saying, I made about a 20% return on an investment in Games Workshop positions I started late last year in about 5 months. Congratulations, Fenris. I can't get this any bigger. Hold on. It's really a process today, guys. There we go. We got, someone got the timer ready. Someone's got the timer up. That's very important. And give me 1 sec, guys. Got to get a paper towel really quick. Good little session here so far today. I don't know what I clicked, but I did not mean to do that. Anyway, though. There we go. Okay. Be right back, guys. A little bit of beer spilled out. Not really any significant amount, but we have You What Mate says, I've been working on a CNN machine learning model for predicting crypto prices. Super cool, man. You got the one for RuneScape prices in the pipeline, or we still waiting on that to get approval? Give me 1 sec, guys. Let's just check the flips really quick here. Looks like the Armadillo chest plates did really, really good, so very happy about that. We can get a few more of those if we want. I don't know if we really want to go in and do a few more, but maybe we'll just let that sit for now. Anyway, let's do the Bandos chest plate, maybe. I think I'm lagging. Is my keyboard just not working today? Hold on, give me a sec. Beer hit the keyboard hard. I know, dude. I can't type. I didn't really spill it on the keyboard, though, so I don't know why. Spacebar works, but none of the other keys are registering. Guess we just got to shotgun the beer in the meantime. No. I barely spilled any beer. Like, it was barely any came out. And it didn't even go between the keys. It went on, like, underneath the, I can't even explain it properly. It went, like, underneath the keyboard. Like, didn't go in the keys. It went, like, it spilled on the desk and then trickled underneath the keyboard. So I don't think it touched the keys at all. Only need your number pad, though. But the thing is, we need to type in items, right? So we do need more than just the number pad. Anyway, we'll just let those flips sit for now while we go ahead and shotgun this beer. Currently, 2.2 mil in profit. We'll go full screen for you guys because I know you guys like seeing the full screen. Just give me 1 second here, though. Okay, we'll let that sit. We always get the jacket off. All right, I'm gonna bring, should we go full screen? I think it's probably a better way to do it. And there we go, guys. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today on this lovely Saturday afternoon stream. And thank you for tuning in. Drop a like if you are enjoying. Give us a follow if you are watching over on Twitch. And let's get into this beer here. Thank you guys so much. Wait, does anyone have the timer ready? Because I do like to time these, see if I get any better as time goes on. I know, obviously, it's not a very scientific measurement considering we're doing it through a live stream. But yeah, let me know if you do have a timer going. If someone's got it, then we can go ahead and get into it. Tactful Ranger says he's got it ready. Okay, perfect. That's all we need to know. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, ready? I'm gonna move the mic out of the way, okay? That was a good one. Let me just clean up the desk a little bit here. Woo! I'm a little bit better at it than you might expect, but I'm still not very good. Let's go back to the screen here. Okay, my stream is failing on me, dude. There we go. And we did get the ancestral row bottoms here. I'm like awkwardly standing here commentating on this. Let me just go ahead and adjust a few items here. It looks like the keyboard might be working again, so that's great. Maybe not. Why do some of the keys work and some don't? It's very odd. Hold on. Give me we gotta fix this keyboard. I think something might have come unplugged or something because the beer didn't get in the keyboard. So let me take a look at this real quick. We'll get this fixed up. Gotta clean the desk as well. Just spilled beer everywhere. Takes me a minute, guys. I do apologize for that. This is like the flipping intermission, dude. Here we got the keyboard right here, by the way, guys. If you do want to know what we're rocking, it is the Rosewell mechanical keyboard. I used one of these during an internship that I had because they had them at the company, and then I bought one because it's just that nice of a keyboard. They'll run you about 80 bucks retail, and I really like it. So Rosewell mechanical keyboard, really cheap, really great mechanical keyboard that I've had. It's lasted me about how many years? About 4 so far, so really solid. Works just the same like I went the day I bought it, besides right now. So we'll see if we can get a few of these going here. And we'll see if we got that back. Still no luck on that. It's still dead. It's so weird because backspace is working. Oh god, did we ruin it? What do you think of merching for a living, says Mike Looo, I think is how I say your name. Merching for a living, like merching in RuneScape for a living? If you could do that, that'd be impressive, but I don't think too many people do that, if I had to guess. But I'm sure there is some people out there who do it. I listed those wrong. I guess we're just going to list right on margin since we can't really adjust this too much. We're going to troubleshoot this computer here really quick. Let me actually take a seat here. Sorry guys, a little bit of technical difficulty here today as we did try to enjoy the beer. If the keyboard's broken, you guys owe me a new keyboard, okay? How's that sound? Yeah? We'll put that on your tab. How about that? Kidding, of course, but I don't think it's broken, so I just think it's having a little bit of difficulty. Because see, some of the keys work and some don't. Like the C key worked. I just typed one in. Now I'm just spamming everything. No, it can't be. You technically could have broken the keyboard. I'm gonna take a couple keys off real quick. Sorry, I can't get any other flips listed right now, so I do apologize for the inconvenience we've got going here. Kind of hard to get some of these keys off. We're going to use a key to do it. Tell us what you want to list and we will type it in the chat so you can just right click and copy paste. Imagine, that would be such a funny way to do it. Just popping a few keys off real quick, guys. Give me a minute. It's what you call battle station in a mid-game repair of the keyboard. A little bit of an intermission here today. I did not expect this to happen, so I'll show you what we're gonna do. Give me 1 sec, guys. Guess you're here for the Escapenomics PC repair stream. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and we're just going to, what we're going to do is we're going to run a little bit of it around where the beer spilled. Although I can't imagine it really got into the keyboard because it spilled on the desk and then went under the keyboard. So we're going to have to take a closer look at it. I dried off the keys from like a top-down view, just to see if we could get anything off. There was really nothing on it. So we're going to take a little bit of ISO with a Q-tip here. We're going to rub it around the keys that we think are potentially affected. You have to be very gentle with this, otherwise you could ruin the keys. So be very, very careful here. Full screen, okay. I missed a donation. Oh my god, so sorry. So sorry, Jay Hefner. He says, respect for following through with it. That was a good one. Thank you, Jay Hefner. I'm so sorry I missed that. Thank you for the $2, man. I do appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am. Let me go ahead and try to clean this out. You guys can't see it, though. That's the problem. Like, even if I was to go full screen, you wouldn't be able to see it. So we'll just keep the merching open in the background and see what we can do here. Just taking a look at it, like taking a look at the back. Making sure that the back of the keyboard looks fine, which it does. Currently, no water damage on the bottom because we cleaned it off, obviously. And I don't see any leakage points on the bottom that it could have gone into. So, unless there's like a crack that maybe I can't see, we'll have to see. We'll take a quick swab through everything here. And we got to get the enter key off as well, or the shift key. We're going to see if we can get anything under this as well. We also have, I'm just going to call you Elm. Is that cool? Elm over on Twitch says, could you technically make a merchant clan but low-key it to avoid attention? Yeah, you definitely could. I don't think Jagex monitors trades that much, so I don't think they're going to be like, oh, this guy's trading, like, we got to take him out, we got to ban him, they're trading as a group. I think you could like, technically make a low-key merchant clan, but it's not something I would recommend, because if you get caught, then everyone in that group's going to get caught. Everyone's going to get banned, and that's obviously a very bad time. So I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I mean, if you were trying to make a full-time living off flipping, then I'm assuming some people probably do that, yeah. Give me 1 sec here, guys. Out of all of the days that this could happen, of course it happens today. Looks like you're doing something else from this angle. There's no, oh, hold on. Oh, we can't lose that piece. Trust me, we're not doing anything, mischievous over here. Of course Alhorith would say that. Yeah, it's market manipulation. It's a terms of service, you know, yeah, it's bannable offense. You can't have merchant clans. Which is why on those, like, investment videos I make, I'm like, hey, this is your own idea to invest in these items. Like, I'm not trying to manipulate in any way. Manipulating items with multiple players is a big terms of service breach. Just keep that in mind. And by no means am I encouraging it. I never have. And I never will. Give it a little bit of a shake. Get some crap out of there. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute here. Anthony Coburn says, I'm going out for dinner now. Have a good stream. Sorry about that, Anthony. I wish you could catch more of the merching today, but we're having a little bit of difficulty with the keyboard here, so I do apologize for that. You ever try to put on the shift key? Okay, it is so hard, because it's one of those things that has, like, that little metal bar, and, man, I can never get it, even though I've done it, like, a million times. I just never get it. Like, it looks like this. It's like one of those things that, you see that right there? See that, like, bar? I know it's, like, out of focus, but you have to, like, hook the key on and then place it properly. It's really annoying to do. Take your time just means a longer stream. Yeah, it's true. I struggle with the space bars usually. It's like the same thing as a space bar, but smaller. Even though we don't even have our keyboard working, we're currently up at about 3 mil in the session so far, a little bit under an hour. So, I mean, considering the difficulties, it's pretty good. This is freaking difficult. Oh. Hold on. Well, let's see if we actually have the functionality first before we even get into that. It's weird because, like, escape works. It looks like all my F keys work. You know, for some reason, some of the keys work, but some of the other ones just are not working. Like spacebar works. See, look, I can move my camera. What's the big deal? I don't know. Alt works. Keys just don't. F keys work. Makes me think like maybe water got into some of like the logic board or something like that. Basically, all the keys that I would write with, like all the alphabet keys, they're all of a sudden they're working. I wasn't worried for a minute. I wasn't really worried at all. I don't know why you guys were freaking out about it. Because I wasn't. Definitely not. Definitely not. You think I was freaking out about it? I wasn't, so. I don't know what to tell you, you know. Let me just take a sip of this water real quick. I'm just kidding. Well, alright. It works all of a sudden, so. We told you it couldn't have gone in the keyboard, says Tactful Ranger. You're funny. Hey, let me get my headphones back. I want to get my music back in. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical difficulties here, guys. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of a on-demand repair. And it is honestly good if you know how to repair basic things if something goes wrong with your computer. I wouldn't say I'm the best at hardware repair. I never have been the best, but I do know basic computer maintenance stuff, and I know that the first thing you want to do if you get any kind of water spill in there is definitely first key, don't turn it on right away because you could short circuit it. I did that because I'm stupid, but you shouldn't do that. The second thing that you want to keep in mind is if you get any like sticky liquid like a soda or something like that in there, try to wipe down the affected parts with isopropyl. Just like a little 70% or 90% rubbing alcohol will do a really good job on that just to clean it up. And it's really all you can do unless you're a little bit more technical and you want to go look at the, you know, maybe some of the, what do you call them, like motherboard kind of stuff. The circuit board, that's what it's called. If you can look at the circuit board, you know from there, then maybe that would be your next step, but probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably give that to someone else to do. First thing you do when you get water in a device is pour more. It's probably thirsty. Jesus at work says, dude, I've made bank off spectrals today. Well, let's cycle back into the session, and now that we can actually type things. Excuse me. Whew. Okay. And we still don't have the shift key or the control and alt key on, but we're going to keep those right on the side, and we're just going to do that after the stream, honestly. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to try the Kodai wand next. Actually, didn't we trade those Grazis without too much difficulty? Let's get a few more of those going. Try to get 4 of those. Also, let's do the Kodai wand. And we could try the Sanguesti as well. We do have a lot of money on hand right now. Fenrir says dishwashers also help. In the elbow. Gotta not spread the COVID, guys. Wash your hands. Don't forget, if you are seeing your family this lovely holiday season, be sure to stay safe and follow all the local regulations if you want. Now, if you want. Now, we are buying these Grazis really fast. I was not expecting that. Looks like they might have been coming in a little bit of a downward trend, but we should still be able to sell them off near the original margin. Did you do primordial boots yet? I have not. Thank you, Baby Bear. We're going to cycle into those really, really quickly here. Really, thank you, man. We'll do the primordial boots. We'll get those going here. I always love prims. They're such a good flip. They're not always like this, though. Sometimes primordial boots will just be a really bad item for, like, not for, like, a long time, but I would say a couple weeks. It's like they have this pattern, right? 6 weeks on, they're really good. 6 weeks off, they're really bad. Stuff like that. God, my nose is all stuffy now, guys. Whew. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. I do apologize a little bit of delay we had. We'll go for a little bit longer because of that, of course. Did I do a good job on the shotgun, guys, or was it kind of bad? Was it kind of, like, not impressive? You know, we are trying to get better at it. I feel like that's kind of like the side goal of the live streams, okay? Get better at shotgunning beer. Could have been me, but you froze for 15 seconds on Twitch while YouTube kept going. Are we all fixed now? Are we all good? I'm assuming we are. A lot of tech problems today, it seems. Some probably because of me, but we still have 92k to work with. I kind of want to put that into maybe the infinity boots. We'll give those a run today. Yeah, you did, yeah, you did good. It was 6 seconds. Okay, good. I feel like that's not even that good. I know people who can do it in, like, sub 4 seconds. Skipnomics, what are your PC specs? I'm curious. I can get those to you. I have them somewhere, but I don't have them on hand. I will get, if you want them, though, message me on Discord, and I can go get them. 100%. My friend helped me with the PC build that I have right now, because he's a lot better at building computers than I am. I mean, I can build one, but not without, you know, looking some certain things up. I don't remember every certain aspect of it. That being said, my friend does. He knows it right off the top of his head. He doesn't have to look at anything, and it's always good having a friend like that, right? So, anyway, I used to be a lot better at, like, hardware-related stuff, but in my job now, I don't really do a lot of hardware related repair. It's mostly software stuff. So it's not really, you know, I don't really focus on the hardware anymore. Although I wish I did, because it would be a little bit more useful on like a day-to-day basis. Let's do the Ring of Suffering next. We'll put those in there. Really good flip that we can run with about 80 mil that we have. So we'll try to get a few of these traded. Did anyone else see that? What the frick? There's no way this flips, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. Because YOLO, dude. I'm late, but I made it, says DJ Oman. Good to see you, DJ Oman. Thanks for tuning in, man. You're never late. You arrive precisely when you need to. Lord of the Rings quote. A little bit altered, but you know what I mean. Tactical Ranger says, what is your age, by the way? I am 24. I'm kind of old. We still have 33 million GP left. Let's go run the Dragon Darts as well. Dragon Darts are a really solid flip. You guys know I like doing these a lot. Personally, I like doing them with smaller cash stacks than what we currently have, but I still find them to be a good flip regardless. Really great flip for, like, I would say 50 to 100 mil cash stacks. And we'll list that, let it do its thing. DJ Oman says, I have a problem. I am getting bored of flipping. If you're getting bored of flipping, don't freak out. Don't worry too much about it, man. Just go do some other stuff in game. Don't flip for a while. You know, you already have the knowledge of how flipping works. So at any point in time, you can come back to it and improve your skills. This might be a period where you try to transition into more passive flipping, where you're not really actively flipping on the Grand Exchange as much. You're kind of setting flips and then going and doing other stuff in game to actually try to improve your count or improve your stats. If you're getting bored of RuneScape, it's not a big deal. Consider taking a little bit of a break. I mean, from right now until Old School RuneScape coming to Steam, I did give a few investment ideas that you can go check out yourself. And maybe you want to take a break for about a month or so. It's not a problem. You can go invest your money and try to make some returns on it while you know, maybe play some other games, maybe take a break for real life, try to get your hype back in RuneScape. That's the thing about merching and flipping is you don't really forget how to do things necessarily. You might forget a few items, but you know the process, right? So once you have the process down, you can really build up from any amount of cash, and that's what I like about it. Fenris says, I'm specking out a pretty nuts PC right now for myself. Hopefully the stock shortages are going to be not so bad as soon. Going to be not as bad how soon, however. I can't read, man. You guys notice that? My reading skills are subpar. That's going to be an awesome PC build, though. Fenris, why are you building a PC super powerful, though? Is there any reason for it? Just for fun? Or that's kind of what I did. I was like, you know, I just graduated college. Throughout my college experience, I saved up a good bit of money working like basically a similar kind of job as I work now. And I was like, I have to put it into some, like, I'm like, no matter what, after we finish college, I'm buying a nice PC, okay? Because the streaming was starting to get, like, I was starting to stream a lot more. I was starting to just do a lot of gaming, and I was like, after I graduate, I'm getting a good PC. Because I don't think you guys, some of you don't know this, but the early streams that we had and all the early content we made, it's actually funny, because if Alharith, if he's still here, he linked me a stream that I had, the second live stream that I've ever done, and oh my god, go listen to the microphone I had. It is so bad, like, it's crazy. The PC I was using at the time to make those videos was like 10 years old at the point. It still worked and still was great for making videos, as it was a top-of-the-line PC at the time, but it's just like, I had to get something better, man. Justin Wells over on YouTube says, is there a benefit of RuneScape coming to Steam aside from more people starting to play it? Not from what I know. I don't think so. Not from what I think, or from what I can tell at least. I don't think they're doing any special promotions or anything, besides maybe some Twitch Prime thing linked with Old School RuneScape through Steam. I don't know. But for now, I don't think there's any other benefits besides a higher player base. But that's really what I would be the most excited about is more people playing the game. You know, obviously the game becoming more and more popular is a good thing for the player base, as Jagex themselves will invest more resources into the game if it is more popular, and if they think it can make them more money, right? So it always is good to see a population increase in game, in my opinion. And there's more people to play with, man. More trades, more volume, everything. It's great. Clawflip not doing so well, says Hornet. Yeah, we are actually struggling on that a little bit, but currently we're up 382k on the 5 that we did flip. So hopefully we can get, or the 4 that we did flip, because that includes the margin check. So hopefully we can get this last one off here. Also, the Ring of Suffering, we really got to try to get one of these off. If we can get one of those off, we'll be in a good spot. That's really the only thing I'm super worried about, but besides that, we're good. We have Lake Hizzy popping in over on YouTube. He says hi with the good vibes emoji. Good to see you, Lake. Thank you for tuning in today. We don't have the suit jacket on today, by the way. We did have it on, but we got a little bit distracted away from that, okay? And we got the Dragon Claws off. We did lose a little bit of money on those. I did want to exit the position, though, as we still have 471 mil to put into another flip. We could have waited on it, but I thought, hey, there's got to be another good item that we can get going. And I think that good item is going to be the Pegasian Boots. We'll take a look at these, see if we can sell any of them, and hopefully hunt a good margin on them here. Now, keep in mind that we did lose a good amount of money on the Ring of Suffering margin check, so hopefully we can actually make up for that within no time here. Looks like we're going to get a decent margin on those Pegasians. We'll definitely go ahead and sell one of those, or buy, excuse me, we'll buy a few of those. By the way, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying the stream today. I know we had a little bit of technical difficulty earlier in the stream, but we pushed through it. We fixed everything that we had to fix, and it's going well for now. So, Sarah Doman 34 dropping the follow over on Twitch. Thank you so much, Sarah Doman 34. We really do appreciate it, and welcome to the flipping team, man. Thank you for joining us here today. Let's keep going. We've got these Grazis selling off, albeit a little bit slower now. We also have the Kodai ones selling at about the same speed. We also have the Primordial Boots, which have stopped buying. We're going to turn around and sell those. Probably try to get in at a little bit higher of a margin to continue that flip. Big Asian Boots still, wow, basically instant sold on those Primordials. Really good situation on that. The only situation I'm a little bit nervous about is this Ring of Suffering. Looks like we might have bought into it during a pump, and right now it might be on the dump, if you know what I'm saying. So we got to be a little bit careful about that item, but I still do have a good amount of confidence in it. I don't think we need to freak out about it quite yet. We have Donald Hoover over on YouTube. He says, "What's up, Scapenomics? How have you been, bro?" I've been good. How are you doing, Donald, man? Hopefully you're doing well, man, and you're staying safe during this time. We're just sitting back, kicking back, trying to make a little bit of money, but you already knew that. You knew, once you tuned into this stream, I guarantee you knew that's what we're going to try to be doing, okay? Because that's really the only thing we try to do. So, anyway, hopefully you are enjoying it. Drop a like if you do. Oh, wow, huge margin on the Sanguesti as well. We're going to turn around and try to list a few of those here. Was that right? I think that's right. We'll list 2 for now. We did get the Ring of Suffering off. Holy moly. That took us over the 4 mil mark. Currently 4.1 mil in profit. We haven't done any high margin items here today, or what I would consider to be a high margin item. So it's going really, really well right now. We just got all the Grazis off as well as predicted. And let's try to cycle back in on those Primordial Boots, maybe for a little bit higher of a margin on this one. And then let's take a look at the live chat really quick before we list a few more items here. Marlon Mendez says, "I just finished selling the Ranger Boots for a 300k margin each." Wow, that's pretty good. I don't want to margin check those personally, but congrats on the margin, man. We also have Saints fan in van over on Twitch. He says, "I was talking to my GF last night." Okay, that's how I know it's a fake story. Come on, you playing RuneScape, you don't have a GF. Come on, we know this. Kidding, of course, but he says, "Last night about my favorite content creators and what makes a good one, and I mentioned Scapenomics." Wow, thank you, man. He says, "I love your energy and the way you dress up for your streams with the suit and the party hat really sets you apart from the others." Thank you, Saints, man. Wow, I'm just lost for words on that one. I'm just glad that you enjoy the content. I'm glad that, you know, I'm one of your favorites. I mean, it means a lot, man. It's a lot. No, I mean, it's really a good feeling. We just do this for fun. I mean, we've been doing it for fun since we started it, basically. And honestly, we started the live streams one day because I was like, hey, YouTube has a live streaming feature. Like, let me give this a try. Maybe people will like it, or maybe I'm going to like it. And ever since then, it's been... you know, a really fun time. So I'm glad you enjoy the streams. I'm glad you enjoy the energy that I bring. And I'm just really passionate about flipping an old school RuneScape, and that's what I think really drives the content. So again, thanks for the kind words, man. Really do appreciate it. And let's go ahead and see what else we got here. We have RJ saying, "Hey, stream's looking good, man. Good luck with the flips today." RJ, we needed you earlier. We had a little bit of a keyboard issue, but we were able to push through it, and we did fix it on the fly. So can I get a PogChamp in the chat for that one? But anyway. We have Tactful Ranger over on Twitch as well. I see Gem fully popping in here as well. Good to see you, Gem. And let me go ahead and sell these Pegasians first. We also have 722 mil. We've got to cycle that into another flip before we go ahead and keep going here. I think we should do... Let's try the Saradomin Godsword. We might pay for a pretty big margin check on that, but it's fine. Oh, yeah. Pretty good margin on those. And we'll list a few of those. Let them do their thing. We have Gemfully saying, "Hey, Twitch crew, freaking roasted. Don't worry, Corey. If I played RuneScape, you would definitely be my favorite." Thank you, Gem. Do appreciate that. Scape's not even his own favorite. I'm not. Okay, do you want to... I can go through the people who have motivated me to do this kind of content, but I don't know if you guys are really going to care about that too much, so I won't. Scape gonna start fixing keyboards? LOL. Probably not. I don't think the repair session was, you know, too efficient. We'll put it that way. Let's see, 551 million GP. Let's go ahead and do another item here. We could do the Inquisitor stuff, but Inquisitor's kind of been going down a lot these past 12 hours or so I don't really want to get too risky with it. Someone said they had luck with the Spectral, right? We'll give that a run today. Now, I don't typically recommend margin checking the Spectral. It's a very risky thing, but we're going to do it today because, I don't know, I'm lazy. I don't want to check GE Tracker. I typically don't check GE Tracker during the streams. Sometimes I will, but only if it's a really expensive item. We'll just go in for a full limit of those, see how that goes. Tactful Ranger says, just for my knowledge, why would you not buy the Ring of Suffering limit now that you see they are selling? It's because I don't believe it's a very real situation. We were lucky to actually be able to sell 2 of them, which we did buy into, but I wanted to escape that margin as quick as possible. I'm someone who doesn't like to take a lot of risk in situations that do not look, that don't look in your favor, right? So, you know, a 1 mil margin on a Ring of Suffering is unrealistic, and I know that. So what I'll do is I'll try to flip 2 to make up for the margin check. Hopefully I can sell 1. That's going to make up for the cost. And 2, that's going to be just, you know, the bonus out of it, right? So selling 2 is relatively easy, and selling a full limit is not as easy, right? So seeing that situation, knowing that's probably not going to last, and trying to get in and out as quickly as possible to walk away with a profit is my main goal in those situations. Hopefully that makes sense. Because, you know, I've done a good amount of flipping in my time, and I don't think, like, seeing margins like that on Zenyte jewelry is just, it's just too big. And the Ring of Suffering is actually an item that does do that, occasionally. My nose is really itchy, I'm sorry. Looks like we might be able to get another one of these Armadillo chain skirts here. We did get margin checked on those dragon darts, so maybe we'll just cycle out of that for now. We do have 111 mil. It's a great amount to do a Barrows item. Let's try and take a look at the Guthan's armor sets here. Try to get a full set instead this time. Oh yes, really good margin on those Guthan's armor sets. We'll list a few of those. Guthan's armor sets are one of my favorite, like, lower cash stack flips. I always say, like, this item is one of my favorites, but it is a good item that you can put on your list if you are flipping with a smaller cash stack. I would say flipping the Guthan's armor sets probably good with about a 50 mil cash stack in hand. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. And I am back, and I'm very upset about something that just happened in real life, but I'm not going to talk about it, because I don't want to bring the stream down today, okay? We're only good vibes today, and sorry, I had to read a text, and I went and I just read it, so anyway, very upset, but it's fine. My Christmas plans got a little bit of a shift in the plan, and I'm not happy about it. That's basically it. Rip Sierra's girl. I don't know. No. It has nothing to do with that. Basically, my Christmas plans got canceled, and I'm very sad. Anyway, Wild Muffin says, howdy. Good to see you, Wild Muffin. Thank you for stopping by today. We got to keep the good vibes up, though. Only money-making content here today. No emotional gains. Or losses. Anyway. No Sanguestis yet, even though we did pay a lot of money for the margin check. So we need to make sure we can actually get one of these. I'm hoping we can. Great Scapenomics. Now I'm curious. Basically, because of the shutdowns, so I saved up a good bit of money for this Christmas thing that I have going on, okay? Put some money down towards it with a couple friends, and because of all the lockdown stuff, the government is shutting down these rentals for the Christmas holidays and stuff like that, so my rental got canceled. I mean, it's refunded, of course, and things like that, but like, dude, I need like, the one thing I had to look forward to this year was maybe Christmas, and now I can't have it. It sucks, man. Totally ruined, like, totally killed my mood today. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and list a few of these Sanguesti stabs. We'll get 2 of those going right now. And we bumped it up about 100k from its original margin, considering we did do a margin check. And we hadn't had any buy for about, I would say, what was it, like 10 minutes or so? I think it was like 8 minutes. So you're saying you're not looking forward to streams? Oh, no, I'm looking forward to streams. We have Ascend Winter also saying 800k on Hearts Pogs. Dude, I flipped the Imbued Hearts earlier, and I think... you were talking about me getting 800k on the Imbued Hearts. Got it. Okay, I'm a little bit slow. HC Bakeman says, can I get a price prediction on the Guthan's armor set? Could possibly be going up when looking at it on the long term. Without any events or updates in place that might affect the Guthan's armor sets, it is impossible to tell if they're going to go up in price. That being said, with OSRS coming to Steam, I do predict that probably some of the Barrows items will go up a little bit. Don't worry, be happy. I'm excited for you, says Gemfully. Thank you, Gem. Do appreciate you keeping the spirits high. I appreciate that. How long did you stream yesterday, Gem? I tried to throw you the host, but my stream ended before then. We have Saints Fan in a van. He says, I bought 400 Antidote plus last night, and I was only able to flip 800 for a profit. Currently sitting on a 3,200 on a minus 50 GP price. What would you do in this case? When it is a good idea to cut your losses on a high volume item like this? You know, here's the first thing. I know for a fact Antidote pluses are not that high volume, probably not as high volume as you think. So I would probably, I don't know, the way you manage the situation is a little bit different. I would probably just sell it and take my loss because I know I can easily make up for the gains here in the short term. Like, well, let's calculate it out a little bit, right? So you were able to profit on 800 of them, which is great. How much did you profit on those 800s? You know, how much profit were you making per vial on the 800 that you were able to sell? I'll help you calculate this out really quick. I'll show you kind of like my thought process when I go through, you know, how to manage an item here if it is in a losing situation. And we can kind of talk through the numbers a little bit. Even though my math is not the best, we've got the calculator open on the side, so we'll be able to chat through it as much as possible. I think this could be a good example for everyone here, so we might as well work through it. And we did get a Guthan's armor set as well, so that's good. Oh, my chat was so behind. Oh my god, I was scrolled up on my chat. I do apologize, guys. Sorry about that. We have Matt Quinn over on YouTube. He says, hey, yo, good to see you, Matt. And he said he made about 40 GP on the 800, so let's see. So he made 32k on the 800 that he did flip. Now, he's currently down, what, he's got 3,200 for a 50 GP loss. So what are you down? 160 on that minus the 32. So you're down about 132, or you're down about 130K, right? So honestly, 130K loss on a flip, really not that bad. I would instant sell and take that and just walk away with the loss. I mean, you might be able to make up for that in like 2 flips at max, really. So I would honestly just walk away from that with the loss and try to move into another item. And it does suck that you lost a little bit of money on it, but just keep that in mind in the future. If you are flipping the antidotes again, that the item is pretty volatile, right? You need to list low on that. You got to be very careful about your entry points on that item, and just keep that in mind. But anyway, hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Justin Wells over on YouTube says, oh, also on the girlfriend comment, as someone who plays RuneScape and has 2 girlfriends, I've ascended. 2 girlfriends? You have 2? Yo, can I have one? Please? Please? I'll pay you some GP. Anyway. Jempfully over on Twitch says, can I just say that your growth on Twitch has been wild? It has been pretty good. I mean, I'm happy that people like tuning in on Twitch as well. I'm very happy about that. I do like the YouTube platform a little bit on my end for the streaming, but I'm happy to provide it on Twitch as well for the people who want to watch on there. So I would say that in Twitch, you know, I want to grow the Twitch a little bit, so maybe in the future we can just play some other games for fun on Twitch exclusively, and, you know, not really stream a lot of RuneScape. Like, content besides RuneScape would go on Twitch if I ever was to have it. I don't think it would ever make it on YouTube, and that would just be for fun. Maybe just get a few more viewers in there, but currently at this time, I don't have any plans to do any other games, but I thought, like, hey, maybe in the future, it would be fun to play, like, Among Us with some other creators or something like that, which is why I was like, hey, maybe we'll grow the Twitch a little bit and we'll see how that goes. Saints fan says, to the person who has 2 GFs, how much did you buy them for? 10K each, GE. As a girl whose boyfriend plays MapleStory, he's still paying me off. Hey, MapleStory, hey, back in the day, that was one of the top MMO contenders. I don't think people realize that. MapleStory was like, because if some of the younger people in the audience might not remember this, but when YouTube was just becoming a thing, there was YouTube channels, okay? And people would play all games, but primarily they would play like 2 games, I would say. There was these YouTube channels that were like, it would be like RuneScape and a game called Combat Arms. At the time, was a really popular shooter. Or it'd be a RuneScape YouTube channel with MapleStory, right? And they played both games on the channel. It was things like that. Like, MapleStory was a big contender in the MMO space at the time, and people don't really realize that. It was RuneScape, MapleStory, and World of Warcraft. Those were like the big 3. And you had Guild Wars as well and things like that. But from what I remember, those were the top 2. Holy, Combat Arms, you're right. I feel old now. Dude, Combat Arms, I used to love that game. Like, I was a huge Combat Arms fan. Massive. Neopets. It's fun. I just love reflecting back on older games. And that game's still up, by the way, Combat Arms. It's gone through a couple ownership changes, but it's still going. Dav R, I think he's typing in Spanish here. I can't read it, but if anyone knows Spanish, please translate his comment for me, because I cannot read that. Davar08, thank you. I hope it's something positive. You added some smiley faces at the end, so I appreciate that, man. Hello Kitty Island Adventure, says Fenris. Oh, man. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. I think we're going to try to wrap it up here in a minute. We're going to turn around and start selling everything, and maybe we'll just babysit it while we wait for these things to sell. And we'll list those Ceradome and God Swords, let them do their thing. We're also going to turn around and sell these Infinity Boots as well. Jesus at work, or Jesus at work. I said Jesus because of the Spanish thing. Okay, Jesus at work, excuse me. Unless it's meant to be Jesus, I don't know. Anyway, he says, your channel is very good. I love it. I have been a follower of your channel since I recently found it, and I love it. I am practicing flipping thanks to you. The best videos are yours, my friend. I hope that's an accurate translation, but thank you so much, Daver. Can you understand what I'm saying? Hopefully you understand it. Google Translate OP. They aren't RS YouTubers, though. I would prefer RuneScape YouTubers, but I'm a little flexible. Alejandro says, your vid, smiley face, hello, by the way, I'm super late today. No worries, Alejandro. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, you're translating as well. Okay. I'm so confused right now. Please. My IQ is very low. No luck on the spectral shields yet. We'll just let those sit probably even after the stream ends. Sarah Doman 34 says, lost all my cash. Time to watch some flipping. Sarah Doman, I hope you didn't go to the duel arena, man. Please. I don't want anyone to be a victim of the Sand Casino here. If anyone's going to be a victim of the Sand Casino, let it be me, okay? Not you guys. Now, I do want to max my combat stats. Just so I can go ahead and actually do a little bit of staking here on the stream, just for fun. Nothing crazy, obviously no, like, crazy stakes, but, you know, maybe throw 10 mil here or there in very special events. Maybe we'll try and chuck 100 mil and see how we do on that, but I would like to do it. The total expense in your overlay is kind of broken. Oh, it's because I'm actually on the wrong screen. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. That's what it should look like. Well, doesn't really matter. We're at the end here anyway, though. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there today. I mean, these items are going to sell off. I'll watch this spectral shield as I log off today and try to eat some lunch here. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed this Saturday live stream. Again, one of my favorite days to stream. We had a couple technical difficulties here today, but nothing we couldn't handle here on the live stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a like. If you're watching over on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow as well. We're trying to grow the Twitch audience a little bit, so if you want to check that out, please do. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Let me know in our Discord group, like, the beer is still coming up in a gaseous form. But anyway, by the way, if you want to join us on Discord, be sure to join us with the link in the description below. We talk a lot about flipping and money making in there. Lots of good flips here today, guys. Be sure to hit the like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We got 4.6 mil in profit!